when I pull up a chart and I look at a chart like this for the very first time, and this is basically all that I have, I'll be brutally honest, I get very confused about where I should get in and where I should get out. All of a sudden, basically everything starts to look the same to me. I can look at this currency pair and say, okay, if this thing goes down, should I start thinking about buying here? Should I start thinking about buying here? Should I start thinking about buying here? Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? If I start selling, should I sell here? 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 It's this whole like game of, I don't know where to get in or I don't know where to get out. Is there anybody in here that can relate to that? I don't know where to get in when I look at a chart and I don't know where to get out. Anybody feel that way sometimes, time to time? Anybody care to at least admit that? Yeah, Franco, he gets what I'm saying. Listen, yeah, Sharon's, I know, yes, okay. So listen, the big answers we're all searching for. I 100% agree, Pete. So one of the there's things that I do is I introduce a structure. You're not going to necessarily really understand this structure just in this very kind of brief introduction. It's going to take me a little bit more time to explain it to you, but I'm just going to basically show you something here real quick. Now, I have a lot of different structures and basically in which I want to work with, but basically, here's some very simple concept for you to understand. I want you to think, when I say the color, if I said the color red and green, what action do you typically think to take with the colors? If I said, what action do you take with the color red? What would you say? Action. Red. Okay. I mean, you actually use like, think stop. I'm actually going to use like, I guess I worded that the wrong way. Think of a stoplight. There we go. Yeah. So I'm thinking like green, stop and go. So listen, I break up the market into very specific increments. And I break up the market. It depends on like the pairs and things in which I'm looking at. I'm going to show you something real big picture first. Green, go, stop, red. All right. So here's another question I'm going to ask you before I introduce anything. I'm going to say, and I want you just to type something in, okay? I want you to, if I said, give me a number between 1 and 10, go ahead and type in a number between 1 and 10. Any number that you want between 1 and 10. Okay, 7. Okay, 5, 4. Okay, all right. So I'm just going to, okay, so I just said, give me a number between 1 and 10. And I want you to just pay attention to how your brains actually work, right? You notice how your brains actually work, and every single person that typed a number in, all of you put whole numbers. I just said, give me a number between 1 and 10. How come someone didn't say 3.33? How come someone didn't say 5.64? How come somebody didn't say 8.32? How come somebody didn't say 9.1? All of your minds essentially ran to and were gravitated towards some type of whole number. Listen, I have a whole trading strategy built around that very, that very kind of mental concept.